Hello, laundromat singing fans. I'm Kevin Ripa, and this is my Sans 3 Minutes Max. We, in the last episode, were so rudely interrupted as I was just getting into the master file table and explaining this whole zero size on disk, even though we had data in a file. And I was telling you that a master file table entry is 1,024 bytes in size. Let's go have a look at this. So we had this MFT entry. Remember, we had falcon.txt, and we said, what's this data doing in here? Because a master file table is supposed to be metadata. Well, first of all, let's look at the size just to confirm what I said. I said a master file table entry, so from one file 0 to another file 0. Look at the bottom here, 1024, 1024 bytes. So it was right there. But when we go back and look at how much of this space is completely unused by anything. Well, guess what? When a master file table entry is created, it takes probably 300, maybe 400 bytes to display all of the default data it needs to, the name, the location, the dates and times and all that stuff. And the rest is empty space, unless we need that space for something else. But guess what? Another oddity of the NTFS file system is that if the data that is being represented by that master file table entry, in other words, the data in the file itself, is small enough to fit within the empty space in the MFT, guess where it's going to live? In the MFT. And we see that as evidenced by this Marriott American Express card. Even though that was in a text document, it's small enough to fit inside the MFT itself. So that's why we see size on disk is 0, because there is no place on the disk with the file. It doesn't exist anywhere on the hard drive. The entirety of the file and its contents live inside the master file table record. Now let's look at, remember when I said unless there's other stuff that needs to be in there, we've got 600 or 700 bytes available to us. Let's see what that looks like. In our next entry, we have another file, and this file is falconj.jpg. But it says zone identifier, and then it's got this refer stuff, blah, blah, blah. Well, we should be seeing, this is pointing to a picture, and Kevin, even though you said it could live in the MFT, this doesn't look anything like picture data. It's not. This is an alternate data stream. This is more data about the file. Where did it come from on the internet? Where was it downloaded from? What was the URL? So much craziness alive and well in our master file table entry. But in the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another episode of 3 Minutes Max.